Stay tuned and I'll show you how to build your classic original Sinister Six lineup in Hasbro Marvel Legends form. Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And today's video, I'm going to show you how to build your classic original Sinister Six in Marvel Legend form. Now, by no means is this a unique concept, but I did think it would make a fun video just to show you that you can now build your very own Sinister Six in the Marvel Legends Hasbro era, as all of these classic characters have now had their Hasbro upgrades, and I think they look great on the shelf. And it all starts off with this guy, Doctor Octopus. Now, obviously, I've customized mine and I've put those bendy wire tentacles. These are just from like some old USBs, but they make for such a more fun, dynamic way to pose him, how he should have come originally. Hasbro's ones were just very static. So with a little customizing, you can get yourself a very good Doc Ock. Now, obviously, I just need to paint up my little tentacle claws a bit more chrome, but it does the job on the shelf perfectly. And this Doc Ock is obviously from the Spider-Man SP/DR or Speeder wave from 2018. So he is a good start, as he is the guy who formed the Sinister Six in the Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1 way back in 1964. Doc Ock was in prison, he used his tentacles to escape, and he wanted to get revenge on Spider-Man. So he sent out invites to all of the villains that Spider-Man had defeated to try and team up, and 5 of them replied. So in no particular order, this is who you need in Marvel Legends form to complete your Sinister Six. The first one, Electro. And as you know, we got this Electro in the very recent Spider-Man Retro series in 2020. And this is the classic costume for Electro, the one you need for your classic looking Sinister Six. Next up, we have Sandman, who is obviously the Build-A-Figure of the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave in 2017. I think a few people got it early in December of 16, but it was technically the first wave of 2017. And Sandman was the controversial Build-A-Figure, as we never got any interchangeable normal arms. So your Sandman has to always be sanded up on the shelf, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe I'll get some customized ones, or maybe Hasbro will give us a different Sandman in the line. But still, it is technically a classic looking Sandman for your Sinister Six. The next person to answer Doc Ock's call was Mysterio, and you can get this figure from the Lizard Build-A-Figure wave from 2018. Now, there is going to be a new updated repaint on the new Spider-Man retro packaging, which will probably be the better Mysterio in my opinion, but either one of them you can fit nicely into your Sinister Six. Next up, we have Vulture from the Demo Goblin Build-A-Figure wave in 2019. This is the classic Vulture we wanted. We did get a previous release of Vulture in his ultimate form from the Ultimate Universe, but we don't want that. We want classic looks, and this is classic liver spot head himself, Vulture in his winged glory, looking great up there in the skies. So who is last? Kraven the Hunter. Now, this classic looking Kraven is from the 2-pack with the black suited Spider-Man, which was sort of dubbed the Last Hunt 2-pack, where he's in his more classic attire. There was another version of Kraven from the Rhino Build-A-Figure wave, which is this guy in Kraven's more modern look, and I actually prefer this version, to be fair, with the sort of knees, the skulls on the knees. But if you want your classic looking Sinister Six, you need to go for this guy. So there you have it. Now Spider-Man can go up against the original classic looking Sinister Six in their Hasbro forms. Now, ultimately, their plan failed. Doc Ock made them draw cards to see which one would go against Spider-Man in which order, and they all battled him one-on-one, and obviously Spider-Man ended up defeating them all, and they all ended up back in jail. But there has been lots of other versions of the Sinister Six in the comics. The second version, the Kraven had sadly passed away by then, and they replaced him with the Hobgoblin, just because they wanted to retain the Sinister Six format. So if you have the Hobgoblin, at least you can create this version of the Sinister Six, but the more classic original is of course with Kraven. So you let me know what you think. As always, are you a fan of the Sinister Six? Do you have all of these classic figures in your updated collections. Always curious to hear your thoughts. Toy Biz did obviously do their own, but there is no doubt at all that these versions are better than the Toy Biz versions, and they are all worthy of upgrades in your collection. Even if you've got a sentimental value for those figures, these are definitely worth getting the upgrades. So there you have it, people. There is Spider-Man up against the classic, the original Sinister Six. So as always, you are in the right place for all your Marvel Legends content and news. Make sure you check out the videos tab, the playlists, but most importantly, please, hit that subscribe button. And if you are in a position to support the channel that little bit more, there is a Patreon, links in the description below. But as always, people, my name is Dan W. This has been Electro, Vulture, Doc Ock, Mysterio, Sandman, Kraven, and Peter Parker. And we say, we shall see you on the next one.